I'm respecting Michael's wishes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna set the scene here. So I text you, don't. That's not the mood this is for. So we're trying to figure out when to go see this fucking movie. First off, you called me at like 9 o'clock to say, all right, what time for this movie? And I'm like, I guess I'm seeing Peter Rabbit tonight. Okay. So I set up a time, and I know you gotta wake up at 5. So like, let's go see the 6:40 at Eastridge. And I get off work in Santa Clara at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
And it is, as my GPS told me, a 45-minute drive to get to Eastridge, bare minimum. So, I am driving down the road as fast as traffic will let me to get to this fucking place. Then my GPS tells me, oh, take a left at like 880. So I was like, that's kind of weird, but I take that. And then instead of going straight, which would take me to 101 anyway, it tells me to take 88 to get a 101, which I missed the 101 mark, so I just kept going straight. It's like, turn right. What the fuck? And then so I kept driving to do a fucking, like, get off in Brokaw, do a whole flip U thing to get back around, then get back on 101 to drive over to Tully, and then fight traffic all the way over here. And then I get to the ticket booth, and for the love of fucking God, I run into, like, the 3 couples in front of me who had the most complex theater order tickets I have ever seen in my life. Made all the worse by the woman that goes like, I'll take 2 for Peter Rabbit. Like, okay, Amanda Moose, oh, can I put 3 on will call for Winchester for tomorrow? Just buy the ticket tomorrow! But no! And what did I go through all this hell? I'm 20 minutes late to this fucking movie. You're texting me trailers when I'm going to see this movie. And what did I go through all this goddamn hell and frustration and anxiety to get to? Peter fucking Rabbit!
Hang on.
I went through all this goddamn trouble for Peter Thunder Cunt Motherfucking Rabbit!
So we saw Peter Rabbit, by the way. There's a time skip to the beginning.
Oh, you want this is what people wanted. What came to this for you to see? See, I told you it'd be worth it. I told you it'd be worth it.
No, that was the finale. We don't need the rest of the review. I feel like that speaks for the sort of sets the tone, because that's basically what I'm going to be saying. Anyway,
so like,
I just want to tell you before you continue, I also had a very similar ticket buying experience with the 2 people in front of me, because they're like, oh, well, we haven't been in college recently, but can we get student pricing?
You don't admit that. You show them your student ID and you hope for the best.
And it's just like.
Okay, so we don't get the movie first of the audience.
Oh, man. Do you have a coin to flip for?
There's plenty to choose from.
All right, hang on. I got one.
All right.
All right. I'm doing heads. I lost it. It is heads. It's head.
So
we didn't set what head was.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. All right, heads. We talk about the movie first. Tails. We talk about the audience.
All right, go for it.
Okay, we talk about the movie briefly first, and then we'll talk about the fucking audience.
So okay, we'll just get through it. I was rooting for General Ginger.
Honestly, General Ginger's the main fucking character of this movie. And he is by far... I know it's parts I'm supposed to root against him, but man, was I rooting for him 100% in this fucking movie.
I was wondering if it's like there's like a inverse proportion of age of audience member versus amount of cynicism. So the older you get, the more cynical you are.
I don't know. I just know, like, I lean over to you halfway, like, you know, from his perspective, this is a fucking horror movie. This is a horrifying experience. This is like Home Alone reversed.
It's worse than Home Alone. Like, at least with Mousetrap, they hired professionals that just sucked.
Like, this is one step away from Peter Rabbit being outside his room and going like, I want to play a game.
With that annoying James Corden voice.
Yeah. Because these were fucking torture traps. Okay, so let me go over the plot.
All we needed was like the bathtub guy or like the saw thing with the dead guy on the floor already, and then at the end it's just Peter Rabbit. He's just like, yeah, I wasn't dead at all. You're stuck in here forever, General Ginger.
Because okay, so you've seen the trailer, you kind of have an idea what this movie's about. It's like it's about a sociopath named Peter Rabbit who is remarkably okay with death and murder.
To be fair, he is wildlife. As the movie is kind enough to constantly remind us of. So I'm confused. Can they actually hear the animals talking?
I was asking that same fucking question in this movie.
Okay.
Because I was like, wait, could they talk this entire time and we're just now figuring this out?
Or is it more exposure to animals creates persona where you think you can understand animals?
Oh my god, what if this is all in General Ginger's head?
This is all like a dream, and he wakes up back on a Star Destroyer. It's like, oh god, that was way worse than anything Kylo Ren's done to me.
So far.
I don't know. He's doing
okay so far.
No, I don't think he's been electrocuted by force lightning yet.
He has been force choked.
That's not as bad.
You'd think. I don't know.
He might, whatever.
I can't compare. But anyway.
Whatever his kink is, man. Anyway. I don't kink shame, Mike.
So I walked in on the depressing part of this movie where it's just Peter Rabbit's tragic backstory, where apparently just his parents fucking died.
Oh, yeah. So,
which is done in the tradition of the original book.
You missed out on the unnecessary song that was rudely interrupted by a sociopathic little rabbit asshole by the birds. And it wasn't even like a circle of threes joke. They kept running that gag. They did so many of these running gags, and it's just like,
it's because you know what this is fucking pandering to. Like there's no surprise.
I understand, but like, don't insult my intelligence.
Yeah, and so anyway,
or your children's. Your children are smarter than that. Yeah. That's why the one kid kept playing with my hair, because it was more interesting than the movie.
Well, that kid was also like 1.
He might have been 2.
At most.
He was definitely having opposable thumbs in my hair.
Are we transitioning to the audience?
No, I'm just the one kid. We're getting it's the hype up for the next part.
Okay, all right. So
timestamp to follow.
I don't. People in the comments can do that. I don't got time or energy.
Fucking
okay.
Damn.
So the backstory sets up that apparently these people, they run wild and free in this foresty area, and then the big bad garden man like blocked off someone so he can make his garden, and they keep trying to steal fruit from like veggies from the garden because apparently it's their world too, and they're just trespassing or some bullshit like that.
No. It's the excuse to enable these rabbits is like it's their world first, we're just borrowing from it. And
yeah.
I'm like,
you have the rest of the backyard here.
No, because that's where the food is, right? And it's like so you're stealing.
Yeah, it's like you got a whole fucking forest.
You're enabling stealing. I understand the resources of the forest are limited, but you're stealing.
Yeah.
Don't try and justify what you're doing. You are thieves.
Yeah.
You know the nice thing about Ratatouille? They didn't justify it. Well, okay, they did try to justify it.
He made up for it. At least he was like sympathetic.
No, I was completely wrong. But at least the rats in Ratatouille understood that they were not wanted.
Yeah, they admitted like, yeah, we're stealing shit.
We're stealing. if nobody wants it, it's not stealing. Although that's that argument.
Well, that was trash, though. To be fair, he's not wrong.
Anywho,
so
they at least understood what stealing was. Good job, Pixar. Fuck you, Sony.
So they keep trying. They basically Peter Rabbit and his gang of rabbit family keep trying to steal veggies.
Just remember, if you're a cousin, you're basically like the adopted redhead.
You know, I just realized this is the second movie that is live action that involves a talking animal that is completely CGI that also takes place in England, and I really miss Knuckles.
What?
Paddington.
Oh. Yeah, I
was like, I'm saying-
enjoyed Paddington.
I was
way
just,
more
I
than
was
this
thinking like,
movie.
man, this movie really needs Knuckles. I really,
Oh, the prisoner.
yeah, the prisoner. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really wish Knuckles was here.
I mean, he'd be making marmalade and shutting the rabbits up.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. You'd like just grab him, like squish him, like the marmalade, like the oranges.
Oh.
Squinch, throw, squinch, throw. But anyway,
There was so many times throughout this movie where they're just like as a sane normal person, you're watching this and you're just like, everything these rabbits are doing is either like sociopathic or just plain cruel.
mostly Peter Rabbit. Like the rest are like marginally better.
Not really.
Well, like the one that kind of falls along, I kind of liked him.
Benjamin?
Benjamin, yeah.
The brown?
The brown one. Because
Yeah.
I feel like he was the only one who's like, this is a fucking stupid idea.
Yeah, but it's his character flaw and it's to follow along because the writers couldn't give him a real personality because they didn't bother to read the fucking books!
Were you a fan of the books?
I liked him as a child.
I take this as this is about encapsulating what else Smurfs does. As into
We won't
story.
go there. It's been too long since I've read the books. But now I want to read to my nephew,
That'd
Peter
be
Rabbit.
nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But yeah, so anyway, after a big
And we'll learn real moral lessons, not let's just ruin everything.
Yeah, so
and
like
try and fix it from there.
I was kind of like, oh god, we're doing this. I'm already in a bad mood because everything that brought me here. And then so like, the very first act of the movie has like the Peter Rabbit facing up with the old owner of the mansion, I guess, / garden, and he like immediately dies from a heart attack.
Who he killed? He totally killed that dude. Okay. Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you said. You're the one who raised his blood pressure to the point where it gave him a heart
It
attack.
was Knuckles. Knuckles was there.
I think it was the asbestos.
I just want to believe Knuckles was here somehow.
Sure.
He's here in spirit. I need fucking something. No, I got something. The one man who made this movie watchable, single-handedly brought like every redeemable quality of this film to life, and that was General fucking Ginger, who is apparently like the great grandson.
I think it was a great grandnephew.
Yeah, something like that. But he's like this like type A, totally OCD perfectionist, and
He works at a toy store,
And
and
like-
he loves customer service. I hate customers.
but he's totally the person that'd be great at it. He doesn't know, and like
He has a whole scene where he describes the joy of helping grandparents find toys for the children
Yeah.
because they don't even know what they want for the damn grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, that guy totally should have got the job.
yeah, and he should have because the whole thing is he gets turned down for promotion, but he gets this big fancy mansion and he inherited to him. So he decides to go there, like fix it up and sell it. Meanwhile, the animals have completely wrecked the place and apparently are getting drunk off vegetables.
And high off of carrots.
Yeah, I don't really know how that works when I ask too many questions.
I mean, just...
But anyway, so by the time that General Ginger shows up, this is already a shit show. As like the house is ruined, there are fucking animals in clothing everywhere. Which again did add to the line I actually really liked, where it's like they all have jackets. Where did they come from?
I did like that.
Because again, everything I liked about this movie came from General Ginger, because he is acting his little ass off. And he makes these stupid lines work for him. And he is genuinely selling as this poor man who genuinely likes the woman across from him. And
Because he's just trying... And this is his thing. He's selling his great uncle's mansion in the countryside so that he can use the money to buy his own toy store to continue creating joy and also be spiteful towards the job that he lost.
And you know what? I can totally get behind that too. You know what? Fuck those people. They turned you down for your promotion. Fuck that toy store.
I totally get it. Independent owned anyway. Fuck you, Harrods. I think you're corporate.
Let's call it Toys R Us. I don't know.
Hey, they're closing down.
I know, apparently.
Yeah.
This is because they released a toy store right across the street.
And there's a strangely nice ginger man that runs it.
Hello. Flips it off Toy R Us every day.
No,
They've got a new Springtrap toy, you know.
if my revenge was like finally complete as General Ginger, I would just like wake up every morning with like a little table outside of my store and just quietly sip my coffee and just be like,
tastes like defeat.
well, wouldn't it be victory?
I guess their defeat. I was thinking their defeat.
It's a little too French, drinking defeat.
That'd be like drinking your treat. Anyway, making fun of the French.
I mean, they did it once.
I think this movie does it too, actually. Now
They did.
That's right.
They did one French joke. Because they're British, you have to, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll take pot shots at French.
But, I mean, that's fine. It's just, anyway, so yeah, there's slapstick.
Slapstick happens, and General Jenkins, like, houses in ruins, weird animals and clothes everywhere that I guess don't exist in any other part of the world.
And just keep provoking him.
No, like, here's what kills me. Because they try to set up, like, Peter Rabbit's like, oh, they took the garden back. No, they won't let us back in the garden. Like, you entitled little twat. It's like pretty much what I was thinking. And now that I said Thunder Cunt earlier, I say, like, this is the part of my video gets flagged, and now I probably get flagged around the time I said Thunder Cunt. But anyway, like, we need to get back to our God, and we need to get rid of this man. So for no fucking reason, they start provoking the poor man, who again just wants to,
inside of his home. That's the impressive part.
Just wants to refurbish the damn house, and just wants the fucking animals to leave him the hell alone.
He doesn't even want to stay there that long.
Yeah, but no, they say, we want our food. Like, and he's like, why don't we have free access? Like, the woman should tell us that we're going to go there. So we need free access to the God. He's like, you know why you don't have free access? You had it free access for a day, and you destroyed everything. One day. You have no self-control, Peter Rabbit. Fuck you, you little narcissist. I didn't like this movie. I like General Ginger. I was totally rooting for him the entire time.
I really wanted at least one rabbit to die. Like, if Benjamin died because of Peter Rabbit's actions, that would actually have been...
At least would have had consequence.
There would have been consequence.
Yeah.
You know? But the closest thing is that he almost kills his cousin, who he makes it really clear is just a cousin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, that's like, oh, yeah, by the way, like, you're adopted, and you will never be loved, and we will never give you good birthday presents. On purpose, all of your clothes will be hand-me-downs. Also, you're ginger. We're dyeing your hair red just in case.
Did they fucking say that?
No, but they might as well have.
I was gonna say, God damn, I missed the scene. I must have zoned out if I missed that.
No, it's like when he's like, you guys are family, you're a cousin, and I'm making really sure we're accurate about this. And it's just like, damn, just dye his hair red already.
You can match General Ginger. Together they can conquer the garden.
This is like the prequel before he joined the First Order.
No, this is like Butters in South Park before he comes down like Professor Chaos. I am now cast.
No, this is like General Ginger, and he's just finished up the tour with the First Order, and he's like dealing with the toy store, and he's like on vacation, whatever, and then this all happens, and it's just like, all I wanted to do was not be on a starship.
Oh, fuck me. All right, so
also that woman.
Oh yeah,
was infuriating.
She's just the woman. Like, when it all boils down to, she's just the woman to look there and look pretty and have some General Ginger to want to be attracted to. Because again, General Ginger is basically the hero. Because apparently, when they start having a relationship, Peter Rabbit just says like, "I'm gonna fuck you up." So instead of doing like, at this point, all that General Ginger been doing is trying to keep them out. He is not actively going at them. He is not attacking them. He's not provoking them. He's like, "This is my place."
It's defending.
Exactly.
It's all self-defense.
It's self-defense. So what do? They set murder traps in his house all over the goddamn place, actively try to murder him, almost succeed by making him choke on a blueberry, which he's allergic to, and then
I think it was a blackberry. Same difference.
Yeah, whatever. And then
some sort of fruit. Good thing he kept an EpiPen on him.
Yeah, fucking seriously. And there's a point where they think he's dead, and they go, "Oh, he's dead. Yeah, buddy." Or it's like, you just fucking murdered her, man.
Yeah.
Don't fucking smile, you sadist.
To be fair, they are still wildlife. And honestly, that fox should have ate at least 2 of them.
Animals can grieve. They totally can.
Yeah,
I've seen
they
it
were.
happen.
But yeah, but they were. But they were. He was just so up his own little rabbit asshole about his mommy figure being taken away from him. This is basically watching like, oh man, there was a movie about that where it's just like, it's just basically like the kid's perspective of stepdad.
I don't think I've seen Stepdad.
Oh.
So that's
probably
kind
for
of lost
the
on me.
best. That's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably.
It's just like, anyway. So that was the movie. I'm tired. By the way, I'm trying to speak along.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just a couple more points.
Sure.
Okay, so
They won't get to the fucking audience.
yeah, they don't get to the fuck off audience. So after all has been said and fucking done in this fucking movie, for all that's happened here is like it just changed perspectives from Peter Rabbit's, who was playing a slapstick comedy, to General Ginger's. Here's the order of events from his perspective, from beginning to end, and as short as I can make it. He finds out he had a great-grandfather who died, who loaned him a mansion that he's never heard of or never seen, but he has...
In the countryside.
In the countryside, where there's no cell reception. So he goes down there and finds it in total shambles, and just finds it really mysterious, and mysterious creatures all of a sudden come out of nowhere, freaking the fuck out, and they all escape.
And they're wearing clothes.
Now, like, I'm sticking strictly in horror movie themes here. He then decides to keep out said animals after they try to invade him again. He meets a nice woman, they fall in love, at which point he wakes up, disturbingly, to find a fucking bear trap next to his arm. No, before that, he decides to go, he crosses one of the rabbits, but he decides like, okay, well, I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill the rabbit. At which point, the rabbits continue to fuck with him by throwing his binoculars over the ledge, so he has to go get them. Binoculars are a gift from the woman that he likes, by the way, so he can do bird watching, which he finds enjoyable. He's
not good at it?
No, he says,
It's
two-winged creature is what he writes down in his journal. And like at that point, they're already driving him insane. So he goes down to the hardware store, and says, "I want some pest control things. Like, do you want we can get electric fence to keep him out? Do you want to launch him?" He's like, "No, I don't want to do that." And then while he's saying that, they fuck with him again, or at least like someone that's watching, and he realizes he's going insane. He's like, "Fuck it, launch him, get him out of my sight." Because naturally he's freaked out because he's getting stalked by fucking bunnies. So then he goes back to the house, sleeps on it, wakes up to bear trap on one side, bear trap on nightstand, a pile of rakes going on there, and animals actively trying to kill him. So to keep these evil, satanic animals out, he puts electric fence. Like, okay, that'll take care of him. That'll keep him out. It'll be good. No! They turn the electricity back on him. So unbeknownst to him, this man who is just trying to go about his day and being left the fuck alone can't open a goddamn door without being launched 20 feet, and we're supposed to believe he's in the wrong. The rabbits continuously stalk him from beginning to end, slowly chipping away at his sanity until he finally goes Elmer Fudd and tries to blow them up. But instead of that happening, what even fucking happens after that?
Oh, basically at the climax of that scene is Peter Rabbit decides to detonate it, thinking that it would prove the point that he's an evil man using explosives. And it was just supposed to be the one explosive, except there was a trail that led all the way back to the burrow underneath the tree, which is conveniently next to the woman's house, which blows up and falls onto her house, which ruins her house.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And now he feels bad. By the way, this is when the rabbit feels bad. It's like, well, shit. Now, I just wanted him to leave, so he's gone. But now she's leaving, and I lost my home.
And if that wasn't enough, his life is in shambles. He's lost his job. He's lost his girlfriend. He's lost his fucking mansion. He goes back, comes like,
well, he sold the mansion.
Well, yeah, but he still lost it technically. And he's like, oh, I'm just go back to London. I'll try it. Like, he gets his old job back. He's like, okay, things are finally returning normal. Things are finally good.
I can move on.
I can move on with my life. Who's there? The goddamn bunnies are in the toy store, and not just that, they're going, we need your help, General Ginger. So not only are the bunnies still stalking him, now they're fucking talking.
And he's not even sure if they're talking or not.
At this point, they have chipped away to Sandy so much, he doesn't even know if they're real. This is a psychological horror film. Okay, now I'm done.
Yeah.
So now, the audience. Parents, if your child is under 2 or even 3, and you can't control them or have no desire to, don't take them to the fucking movie theater.
Honestly, I was about this close to doing this move.
I kind of did, like, I was trying to help you out towards the end because I finally saw what was happening.
It was just all I wanted, like, it's cruel of me to say this, but I wanted my personal space. And the thing is, when Max was a puppy, my corgi was a puppy, when the corgi puppy was not respecting the other corgi's space, that Max got bit. I'm not saying I'm gonna bite a child. I'm just saying if this is the child's head, I just want a little flick. Go away.
Okay, yeah, because there's this fucking obnoxious, like, 1.5-year-old, and the mom who was just doing fuck all about it. Cause, like, again, and I was looking at the mom too. She, like, could not give less of a shit what her kid was doing.
I was about to just, like, stand up and slap a child.
Please don't.
That's why I just said, grab your kid.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of kids in this movie theater that were screaming and crying and yelling and like that. At this point, like, whatever. I don't care enough about the movie to really voice a complaint about that. But I draw the line when there's a kid, like, right behind you grabbing your hair and, like, shaking the seat like that. I was like, dude, like, it got to the point where, like, I finally kind of picked up on what was going on, and I was like, I was trying to help you out. Like, I was like, I had to pry the kid's hands from the chair
And my hair. This is not a fun experience, Mike.
I know that.
I'm sorry. I know that's your actual day job.
Yeah, it's like, I deal with this every fucking day, dude.
I'm stressed. Dude, not from the movie. I had a ride today from Levi Stadium all the way to San Francisco.
That sucks.
And then I had to drive back to get to this movie on time.
Well, if you're gonna compare, I have scars on my hand right here.
I'm not trying to, like, win the piss contest here. I'm just saying that I'm just saying that I also had the piss in the piss contest. I'm not even on the podium. Okay, I'm just saying I participated.
Noted. All right.
I'm just saying, man. It's just. This is how the review should end. Anyway.
I mean, I wasn't even there for any of the trailers, so I don't even know what's going over.
Okay. Sergeant Stubby is apparently that World War I movie with the dog, the boxer dog.
I haven't even... Is that what Sergeant Stubby is about? A boxer dog?
Yeah.
Well, like a boxer? Or?
No, like a boxer, the breed.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's like Rocky, but with dogs?
No.
That sounds kind of cool.
No. It's one of those things where...
It's starring Michael Vick.
It's a 3D animated cartoon movie where it's World War I or II. I'm thinking it's II. I can't tell.
I don't know.
They're Americans. Who cares? Anyway, Show Dogs is that movie with the cops and the dogs and the panda.
I don't remember that one either.
Okay.
I know what the rest of the movies are.
Sherlock Holmes. I've already promised to see it, but we're seeing it drunk. Laura's driving us. We're getting drunk. She's driving us home. That's the deal. I'll do it then.
I'll talk to Laura.
And we're getting dinner.
I altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
I want to stumble into the theater, Mike.
I'll talk to Laura.
I Love Dogs. That actually was the only good-looking trailer. Teen Titans Go. We know how you feel about that. That Spider-Man movie. The 3D one.
Oh, I'm kind of curious about that one.
That one actually...
It could be good or it could go catastrophically wrong.
Yeah, and then Hotel Transylvania 3, so...
Yeah, everything's we talked about before. Anyway, I haven't eaten dinner because I had to rush over here to get something. I need to get gas. So let's get the fuck out of here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the fuck out of here. So this is movie 1 of what is going to be a fucking hellish week.
I'm not
asking you to.
I already saw a propaganda movie.
This is the Clint Eastwood propaganda movie, so it's gonna be a lot worse than 12 Strong. I've heard people say it's worse than the new 50 Shades movie, so like, in a way, like, I'm morbidly curious.
No.
I'm not asking you to see it.
I saw a Den of Thieves and a propaganda movie, and both of those were, at best...
Propaganda movie wasn't that bad.
At best, adequate.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say Den of Thieves is worse than this movie.
That's why I said at best adequate to disappointing. Like, there's a range.
Fair enough. I'd say like Den of Thieves was a worse film than Peter Rabbit was. Mostly because like I feel like I got something I could laugh. I got a few laughs out of this.
There was someone I could latch onto, and that was about it. And I was like,
that was enough for me. Like I had something to cling to.
I'm pretty sure it's just like I'm like approaching 30 now, and I'm just like too cynical to appreciate the innocence of the rabbit. To be fair, the rabbit is a fucking asshole.
I'm sure.
Fuck you, Peter Rabbit.
I'm sure kids will
you
like.
You ruined the book. Your parents would be ashamed of you.
That was another thing. Like at the very end credits of the movie,
I sensed it. It's gonna
fair enough. I sensed something I've not sensed in 9 minutes. But anyway, like at the very end of the credits, they do actually do the animation in the style of the book, which made me think like, why didn't you fucking do that before? No, because you wanted to make a cynical cash grab, or you want to make another fucking Smurfs movie, or Alvin and the Chipmunks,
or you had to hire James Corden somehow.
Wait, I don't get the reference.
That's the voice of Peter Rabbit.
Oh, right.
James Corden.
I'm already blocking parts of this movie from my memory.
That's probably for the best. I will be upset.
And it's like, why can't you, like, if you're gonna do a book adaptation, like, why didn't you just do it in the style of the fucking book? Especially when you show that you clearly could. It's not like other movies where, like, the comic book adaptation, like, you can't possibly copy the style of the comic book. It's way too detailed. But, like, it's like, you clearly can. You clearly did. You just didn't want to. So it's a lazy, cynical cash grab. So some redeeming qualities to it.
Albeit, I did want to pet those bunnies. And then I also wanted to choke them because they were little bastards. Also, like, the speed of which the hedgehog?
The hedgehog.
The hedgehog. The speed of flight of hedgehog needles should have done more damage than just acupuncture.
That's the part that bothered you.
Oh no. I'm just trying to like that. I'm just leaving that as an lasting impression.
All right, so
I'm
later this
done.
week I've got to see 1570 to Paris, and then on Sunday me and Sarah are gonna go watch 50 Shades Freed.
God bless her.
She saw the other two.
I know, but I'm just saying. I am not a religious man, but God bless her. God bless her. You chose to have to see that movie. Bless.
If I don't, someone's gonna make a request for it. I just know.
God bless you, Sarah.
It's still not as bad as the time I made her go see
Allah, Allah bless you. Buddha bless you. SpongeBob bless you.
She's Jewish, so God will do fine.
Jehovah bless you.
There you go.
Still SpongeBob though. I'll throw that one in there.
Sure. All right, so that's later this week. It's gonna be worth it though. We got Black Panther coming up. It's gonna be worth, man.
Fine, but I want the deals for I want the deal for Sherlock Gnomes, because you know Matt's gonna pass that on to me.
I'll talk to Laura. She might actually be okay with this.
I want to see Howard Chunk.
That and more like, as long as I don't have to go see the movie. I'm like, nope, no, you do not.
All right,
So thank you guys for watching.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
Peter fucking Rabbit.
Fuck you.